We're a group of professional paraglider pilots looking for adventure on a corner of this earth yet to be explored. A place without maps or weather forecasts. A place that would bring out the pioneer in us. A place that reduces paragliding to what it once was. This place is Saqطrى, an island that lies halfway between Somalia and Yemen, directly in the notorious pirate-infested waters of the Gulf of Aden. It is most definitely an island that time forgot, an island known to the few who have been there as the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean. Arabs, Asians and Indians all used the island as a base, trading in incense during classical pagan times. More recently, biologists discovered its rich biodiversity, which led to the island being made a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve in 2003. Saqطrى derives its name not from the Greeks, as once thought, but from the old Indian Sanskrit meaning the island of bliss. Scientists believe, due to its isolation from the African mainland for over 7 million years, that the island, like the Galapagos, is teeming with over 700 extremely rare species of flora and fauna. A full third of which are endemic. They are to be found nowhere else on Earth. The island's history is riddled with myth and legend. Marco Polo reports tales of island magicians with the power to influence the weather, creating storms and sinking ships. We attempted to prepare ourselves as best we could, but with little information we were forced to be resourceful. Nevertheless, we set off into the night, full of hope and expectation. After our arrival on the mainland in Yemen, civil unrest led to the cancellation of the only onward plane to Saqطrى, leaving us stranded for 2 days without plan or agenda. Sun, sea, and endless white sand. Our obvious conclusion was to go flying. Soldiers looked on, at first skeptical, then pleased for their distraction from an otherwise precarious situation. We played endlessly, and as the sun dropped over the horizon for the last time, we felt just a little more prepared for this island, which was to be as enchanting as it was alien. Our first impressions of the island were perhaps not as expected. and nervously we stared out the window, hoping that these ruins would soon be replaced with something a little more optically pleasing. We were not to be disappointed. The nights were often as beautiful as the days, and we could have laid there for all eternity, watching time pass, dreaming with open eyes of the ever-nearing adventure of the next day. We were allowed to be boys, and as boys we had regained a freedom that had often been lost in our other world. We never missed a sunrise, and with head torches glued above our weary eyes and gliders on our back, we made our way up the steepest of dunes, knowing that our tracks would soon be erased by the wind, extinguishing all trace of our existence. We were completely alone in this wildest of places as the sun came over the horizon.
subscribe يا غليم.